lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Taken from about the 12.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots 0.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Patriots had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown,
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Hurts.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Patriots 3.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Sanders has it over the middle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
a gain of 5. Brings up third and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Miles Sanders.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Once again with Sanders, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hold it ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good. For the Patriots.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll go again with Sanders. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They'll look to throw again. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Parkey with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
16. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Patriots 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Patriots take over first down at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. And now here's another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Rams!
Touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. And my goodness, another interception. They try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Tyler Lockett, 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Hurts will throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Phillips.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That ball caught by Slayton, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Hurts. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all the...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll buy some time right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all three. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He's he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for L.A., hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby.